We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by my running mate here tonight. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, always a pleasure. Do you see the intensity in their eyes tonight? Do you see that passion? We're going to have a barn burner. Let's check it out.
You can see it. You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Won by the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard to McCollum. To Lillard. Not today.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Portland's got it. To McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Cruises inside for two.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
George. There's the toss, and that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Lillard. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
To Leonard. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Ivica Zubac. He's got two shots coming. 71% for his career. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Lillard to McCollum. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Wide open look, won't go.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
Work it down to Nurkic. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Leonard to Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down. Trailblazers with the basketball. To McCollum. Nurkic to McCollum. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. McCollum shot off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
George matched up with Nurkic to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Damian Lillard with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Deep two there, won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. Bazemore with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Paul George. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Beverly into the front court. They're down 3. To George. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Beverly. He was all over him. Lillard against George. To McCollum. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Paul George to Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
McCollum with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Whiteside. The drive. Right to the basket. Lillard to McCollum. Has a chance. C.J. McCollum. 3 for 6 now.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Leonard to Paul George. Kawhi Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Short jumper off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
McCollum into the front court. Down by 1. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Another chance. Another follow. Stays out. McCollum with the basketball. Down a point. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To George. Has a look. Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Trailblazers take over. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Pass to the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Hood to McCollum. Down to 5 on the 24. To Rodney Hood. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Rodney Hood couldn't get open. Misses the shot.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Lou Williams at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Oh, he can't connect. McCollum into the front court. They trail by 7. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Probing the defense. Here's Leonard for 2. Can't connect. To McCollum. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the trifecta.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
George to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
McCollum. Here comes the screen. Hezonja matched up with Paul George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Taking advantage of the turnover.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit. Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 8. Kawhi Leonard guarded by Tolliver. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Clippers have got it. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Unable to connect on the free throw. To Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Beverly to Leonard. From long range. He engulfed him that time. Patrick Beverley sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Lillard. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Leonard. To Beverley. Sets him up. To Whiteside. Nice pass to get things going.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
To Paul George. To Beverley. Leonard to Beverley. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul George to Beverley. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Beverley. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Patrick Beverley at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Lillard, defended by Harkless. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Beverley into the front court. It's an 11-point game. George matched up with Tolliver. Short jumper won't fall. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Portland has the ball. Lillard. Down low Nurkic. Oh, Jusuf Nurkic. He's 2 for 2 now.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Beverley into the front court. The lead is 11. Jusuf Nurkic able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Harkless to George. Has a chance, knocks it down off the step back.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Damian Lillard at the line for 2 shots. Career 88% from the line. First one, count it.
Starting in for Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams.
Goes 2 for 2. George, a pass stolen by Portland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Number 13, Paul George.
Dame rises, can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Ken Bazemore, down low Collins. Short jumper won't go down.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Lillard to Rodney Hood. To Lillard. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Notch down to first.
Substitutions, Los Angeles. Substitutions.
And he makes them both. It's LA Clippers ball. George sizing up Nurkic. Here comes the screen. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Can't connect from in close. McCollum with the basketball. Trailing by 15. To Nurkic. Bazemore in a matchup with Harkless. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
McCollum into the front court. Down by 15 to Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Paul George. Lillard. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. McCollum to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul George to Harkless. Williams. A bad pass there. Blazers have it. To McCollum. For three, and C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Time for some new personnel into the game. He gets it.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Nurkic to Ken Bazemore. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Yusuf Nurkic is there to clean things up.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
To Williams. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To George. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Williams across the timeline. His team on top by 8. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Williams. Harrell can't connect. It's Portland ball. Lillard to McCollum. Takes stock of the floor. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lillard smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
George. And the rebound taken in by the Trailblazers. To McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Beverly, down low George. And scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Portland's got it. Lillard to Nurkic. Lillard, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard to Paul George. Here comes the screen. George, defended by Yusuf Nurkic. Yusuf Nurkic tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To McCollum. To George. Beverly. To Paul George. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range.
Damian Lillard, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2. Portland Trailblazers are in the penalty.
Nope, first one does not go. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Hits that one to go 2 for 3 on the trip. McCollum into the front court. Down 6. To Lillard. Chance, but it's no good. Beverly into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Tolliver. To George. Not that time. McCollum with the basketball. Now down 6. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. McCollum to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Hassan Whiteside. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Oh, pass stolen by Portland. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jusuf Nurkic. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Clippers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Trailblazers are still very much in this matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Steals.
That must have been a difficult half of basketball for these coaches to watch. Neither team was able to hold on to the ball, as you can see by the steals in these highlights. Still, some credit should go to the guys with the active hands.
Player of the half.
Paul George was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Leonard to Paul George. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization. is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Here comes the screen. McCollum, deep left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Beverly. A bad pass there. Blazers have it. Lillard, tough matchup against George. Jumper's good.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Leonard, a pass stolen by Portland. Bazemore with the slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Lillard. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To George. Here comes the screen. Paul George. Rises for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Lillard against Paul George. Here comes the screen. Lillard to McCollum. Portland has 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kawhi Leonard defended by Lillard. And he scores on the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to McCollum. Curling inside. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Beverly to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Nurkic. Lillard to Nurkic. Goes to the left side. CJ McCollum. Man, that was a tough shot.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Hassan Whiteside rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Lillard to McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Leonard to Paul George. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two. Kawhi Leonard, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. Off the mark on the first free throw.
Trailblazers, number 43, Anthony Tolliver.
Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. McCollum into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. George to Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Kawhi Leonard knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lillard to Whiteside. Scores from the post.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Leonard to George. Leonard. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Whiteside. To Lillard. Trying to cash in. Lillard with a shot. No. The follow won't go either. Clippers have the basketball. Paul George to Beverly. To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Screen coming. McCollum, the pass taken away by the Clippers. Down low for Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so possession stays with the Blazers. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Lillard against George. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. George to Leonard. Paul George to Leonard. Anthony Tolliver with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Lillard for two. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season, a first-time All-NBA first-team player, tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Williams into the front court. His team on top by 8. 4-3. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range, and C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Leonard to Paul George. Cleans it up. Beverly, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Tolliver. They get it to George, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Whoa, what a finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Beverly to Leonard. The drive, right to the basket. Runner here, won't go. Missed a wide open look. McCollum into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires. The Clippers have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. And draws the foul.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
He's got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up, 60% career free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Lillard against George. bothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George sizing up the all-star Lillard. To Williams. Probing the defense. Williams to George. And it's Lillard with the rebound. Lillard down for Collins. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Lillard. Tolliver against Paul George. Lillard for two. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Hezonja matched up with Paul George. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
George to Williams. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game for the Portland Trail Blazers, number 24.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly. A pass stolen by Portland. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Hood. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. To Paul George. To Harkless. Try for the baseline, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. Lillard against George. Able to convert inside.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Leonard. Paul George, 4-2. Offensive board. Harkless to George. LA with 4 to shoot. George. Now that's a contest. Here comes the screen. Lillard to Rodney Hood. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly. To Harkless. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. To Kent Bazemore. Damian Lillard. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Collins. Can't connect from in close.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Hood goes to the left side. Count the basket.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Leonard to Beverly. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Nurkic. From the outside, no good. Clippers basketball. Leonard to Beverly. They'll get it down to Leonard. Hassan Whiteside snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lillard to Nurkic. McCollum to Lillard. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
McCollum with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Down low for Leonard. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Kent Bazemore. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Beverly into the front court. Up 6. To Paul George. To Beverly. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. It's rebounded by Whiteside. Trailblazers take over. McCollum work it down to Nurkic. Yusuf Nurkic looking good. 4 for 5.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen. To Beverly. Shot clock violation. New blood coming in for both sides.
Anthony Oliver into the game. Number 23, Louis Williams.
Lillard to Nurkic. Deep left corner. McCollum to Lillard. Portland has 4 to shoot. Lillard, another chance, and a putback slam.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To George. Williams to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Paul George, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First try, no good.
Number 24.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. McCollum against George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you could do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Leonard to Paul George. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. He's shooting 40% in this one. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Lillard to Kent Bazemore. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kent Bazemore trying to cash in on the 3-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw up and good. 3-point play. Gets them back to within a point. LA Clippers with the basketball to George. Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Now 4 for 9.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To McCollum. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Leonard. Short jumper stays out. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Zubats against the Lehigh product. To Lillard. McCollum. The shot almost. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Tied the Clippers as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. Feet for the win. It's good at the buzzer. Who needs overtime? This baby is all said and done on the final shot of the game.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers couldn't have ended this game more dramatically. They got the victory on a buzzer beater, and the celebration was pretty memorable. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Trailblazers just couldn't close this one out. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Check out the leading scores for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
the game.
Kawhi Leonard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.